Let's go back to the SEC, Garrett. Texas A&M, 6.5-point favorites against the Arkansas Razorbacks at Jerry World. This game is always insane. And for you and I, as fans of Texas A&M, this is one of those games that you pack the antacids, you pack the heartburn medication, and you just hope and pray that it turns out okay for your team, because it's a true throw the records out situation, right? It is a true situation where it doesn't matter how bad either team is. It's going to be a close game. A&M's won 10 out of 11 since joining the SEC. Out of all the games in Jerry World in Arlington, all but one have been decided by 10 points or less. So it is always going to be a close one when these two get together in Arlington. Connor Wegman, we found out today, we thought he was only going to be out 2 to 4 weeks with a high ankle sprain. He is actually going to be out for the season. They found an extra broken bone. Fun surprise. When he went to get the MRI, he's out for the season. Luckily, they've got an experienced backup in Max Johnson that started games not only for them, but also for LSU in the past. On the injury side for Arkansas, they're hoping to get running back Rocket Sanders back. It looks like he might be back. They're trending in the positive direction. They thought he was going to play last week against LSU. It didn't happen, but it's looking good for this week. The matchup for me that if I am an A&M fan, I'm hoping I can exploit is A&M's receivers versus Arkansas secondary. I think if you're a receiver for A&M, you are licking your chops watching the film against BYU and LSU the last couple of weeks. As an Arkansas, I'm an Arkansas fan, the matchup I'm most looking forward to exploiting is the pass rush of Arkansas against A&M's offensive line. So to me, I think that's going to decide the game. Whose pass rush is going to get home more? Who's going to make the other quarterback more uncomfortable? Max Johnson, of course, the second string guy for A&M. A&M's going to want to keep him comfortable. A&M's going to want to get him in a rhythm early. He won this game as the starter last year, 23-21 against KJ Jefferson and the Razorbacks. It took an oink-doink, but he got it done. And it took me standing in the kitchen for the majority of the last 3 quarters of the game, but it got it done, right? So if you're looking for something for confidence as an A&M fan, that's the confidence you can find. To me, this year, I'm looking at the pass rushes. If A&M's pass rush looks more like it did against Auburn than it did against Miami, I think that they're going to be winning this game pretty comfortably. If it looks more like Miami, this is going to be a barn burner, and they're going to be lucky to get out alive. I'm going to take A&M minus the 6.5. I'm going to buck history a little bit, say that it's a little bit more expanded than usual. I'll take A&M minus the 6.5.
Well, Trey, you make a pretty decent point about that pass rush. Only thing that concerns me as an A&M fan is Arkansas currently has the best pass rush rate in terms of getting home in the whole country.
Yep.
I think they're getting home at like an almost 15% clip. So it's going to be dangerous. I mean, A&M's got to find a way to protect Max Johnson, because after him, it's I don't know, right? I think
it's the Fresno State transfer whose name is escaping my mind right now, but they do have one more veteran in there.
Yeah, I guess. So but you need Max Johnson healthy if you're going to do anything this year as an A&M fan. And if you're Jimbo Fisher and you're trying to save your job, you need Max Johnson to stay upright. And so you need to find a way to get the ball out of his hands quickly. I think that is the sole focus right now. And against an Arkansas secondary that is lacking, to say the least, I think that's going to be the game plan. A lot of pass game is going to go to the running backs in this one. I think you're going to see a lot of underneath stuff, throwing it behind the blitz. And if it were any other quarterback, I think I'd be inclined to say that Arkansas is going to get to him. But Max Johnson's experienced. He knows what he's doing. He's a veteran presence there. And I think he's going to be cool and collected here. I think he's going to be able to do that. Now, if in the first couple drives he's taking a bunch of sacks or throwing the ball away and it's ugly, I'll probably switch that pick immediately and say that, nope, it's going to be Arkansas. Here we go. But I think the way that A&M's going to defend KJ Jefferson is going to keep him off the field enough. They'll have to convert some long drives. I don't think they're going to do the get after him type of thing, but I think they're going to let Arkansas come to them and just play a bend but don't break type of defense. And I think it's going to work enough. I'm picking A&M minus the 6.5. This is a cautious A&M minus 6.5, but I am still picking them to cover that spread.
Gracious, how about that?